Happy weekend, guys. Well, I guess by the time this video goes up, the weekend would have ended. But I hope everybody had a happy weekend. So it's been 4 months since I first uploaded. Since I first started uploading here, and over these past few months, I have gotten a couple of questions which I thought that I would answer. I'm currently out by myself to have some food, so I thought, why not do this right now till my food comes. So the first question, which is the most asked question, is how old am I? I'm 24 years old. The next question is from where did I prepare for foundation? So I'll attach the name of the faculties that I referred, whose classes I took during my foundation prep. And my favorite one has been Amit Popli sir. He teaches law. I used to love his classes, and just the way he used to make a subject like law, which I found out that most people dread, so fun. And yeah, I would I used to love studying law from him. For the rest of the subjects, I'll attach the faculties here. All of them was really good, and I cleared foundation in my first attempt, so that says something. But yeah, what's your job? So I am currently unemployed. I finished my CA articleship last month. When's my attempt? So I gave group 1 CA finals, group 1 in January, which I didn't clear. It was my first attempt, and now I'll be appearing for both the groups in May. Did you start CA after college, like direct entry or something, or with college? I actually started CA during my graduation, and I came through foundation route. CA final and articleship manage हो जाती है. It was a task. So to give everybody a little background, I unfortunately am the 3-year period articleship batch. So I did 2 years of my articleship from Mumbai, and the last year from my hometown. And it was quite hectic when I was in Mumbai. I used to wake up early in the morning, do my lecture, leave for office, and yeah, then that would be my schedule. It was difficult, but I also cherished that time a lot. It uh, like no, actually, wait, it wasn't difficult. It was hectic, but manageable. How old are you, if you don't mind sharing? 24. I'm 22. I'm in CA Inter, cleared group 2, left with group 1. So just wanna ask you, am I late for the finals? I would need a little more context, I think, to say something. I think the main question you should ask yourself is it really something that you want to pursue? Because if you do, you really want to do this degree, I don't think age really matters. I read this, I saw this post that, something about how this person had um, a similar question regarding some other degree, and they were also like, oh, I'm going to be turning 30. Should I really get into this? And somebody replied to that saying that you're going to be 30 either way, so might as well be more educated. Another question you should ask yourself is that if not this degree, then what? Do you have another plan of action? Is there something else that you want to do? And how would that pan out if you uh, choose to not pursue this degree anymore? Because if you don't have anything else set at the moment, then might as well keep continuing with this degree, because it will give you a lot of opportunity. And yeah, another thing, I think, since I don't know if you need to provide for your family, or if you can still give a couple of years to pursuing education, because obviously articleship doesn't pay well. So I think that factor also needs to be considered, that do you need to put food on the table? If not, maybe you can, I think, consider still pursuing it. Yeah, that's all I think that I can say with the context that I have. Hey, can you share your experience as a CA finalist? Like your CA study method, how was your foundation, intermediate, how many attempts you took, and your articleship? Thank you for subscribing. So my study method. So there are a few things that I've figured out that work for me. One is I like recording time lapses of myself studying. Firstly, it feels like somebody's keeping an eye on you, and I think it stops you from reaching out for the phone if you get distracted. And yeah, time lapses have worked. The other thing that has worked for me is having a timer on as I study. It helps me to track how much I've studied, and also it helps me to stay focused, because I think I've spoken about it a couple of times already, but uh, I have my timer on, and as soon as I get distracted, I look at the time and I'm like, oh, I've only studied for 20 minutes. And then out of shame, I just refocus. So that's another thing that has worked for me. And I joined the library quite recently, which has been so great. Um, you're surrounded by people who are studying, and it doesn't allow you to slack. uh, it's embarrassing to scroll on your phone or not study when you're in that environment. And also I think I just also get too lazy at home, so that's why that change of environment has also been of great help. How was your foundation was fine. I cleared foundation in my first attempt. uh, However, I didn't clear intermediate in my first attempt, and I don't want to get into the number of attempts that I took it during inter, just because it will make me cry. I think I definitely took more attempts than I should have, and maybe I'll get into the number once I have cleared finals. Um, but yeah, I didn't clear inter in my first attempt. How many attempts? And my articleship. There was also one more question about articleship. I've also seen your short about doing articleship in Mumbai. I'm about to start mine and planning a similar shift, and would love to hear about your experience whenever you feel like sharing. So whenever I think of my articleship, I think articleship for me was more about my personal growth. Like, I don't know what to talk about. So if you guys have some specific questions about articleship, uh, let me know. But whenever I think of articleship, so I moved out uh, of my home for the first time. So I think when I think about that period, it's more about the life skills that I picked up, and yeah, it's mostly personal growth comes to mind. But like, I did my articleship in audit, statutory audit. So yeah, that's all that I can think of. But yeah, drop if you have any specific questions, please drop them below, and I'll try to answer those. Where did you do your articleship at? I did my articleship at KKCN Associates LLP in Mumbai. And for my last year of articleship, I moved back to my hometown due to some personal reasons. I couldn't continue staying in Mumbai. The last year I did from my hometown in a small firm. Are you Sindhi? If my very Sindhi name wasn't clear enough, yes, I am Sindhi. Which group are you giving? I gave group 1 in Jan. I'll be appearing for both the groups in May. I love your vibe and you seem so happy. I'm appearing for CA Foundation Jan 26. Oh, I hope it went well. Can't wait to be an inter. Are you in college? No, I'm not in college anymore. I graduated 3 years back. 3 years back. College regular, or I don't know what this word means. SOL, but yes, regular college. Also, I want to say that the jump from foundation to inter is pretty huge. So, if you cleared your foundation exams, I hope you're coping well with inter prep. Just try to be as consistent as possible, and yeah, it's a huge jump. So, just be careful that you're showing up for yourself and to study every day. Yeah, I think these are all the questions that I have, and my food is here. So I'll be signing off now. Thank you for watching, and if you have anything else that I could maybe answer for you, let me know, and I'll get to it in my next video. Bye.